What comes to your mind when you hear motivation? Motivation is nothing but an action that you take. You could be writing down your thoughts in a piece of paper or picking up a glass of water. But a lot of times, motivation does not last. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can expand your motivation. Now before that, you have to know some of the key features of motivation. The first one is motivation can only be expanded. So it means it will expire one day. And other things are, what are you doing to increase your motivation? Now we are not taught how to expand motivation, how to increase its lifespan. Like for example, I will die one day. I know about it, but that doesn't mean that I will destroy my life by abusing myself in drinking alcohol or any other things that might destroy my health. But as I can easily do that, I can destroy my health just like I'm young. I can waste my time by doing this and that or anything that I like to do. So what happens is that we don't know how to increase our motivation. So this is why I thought that I should make a video on motivation and why motivation does not last. The first one is environment. Now you may say, why environment has to do with the motivation? Because when you were young, our parents has control over us. Now I know everything about the world, because I'm almost like about to be 30 within a couple of years. So I know a lot of things. But when I was young, my friends were control of me. They decided which school I should go, what clothes I should wear, what shoes that I would wear, like that. And it's not only about parents, it's about society. Society decide who you should become. Like, it says that blacksmith son will become a blacksmith. But now things are changing. At time, as the technology is developing, so our thinking process is changing. So when you're young, your mind is programmed with certain dogma or certain beliefs. It could be from any institution. It could be religion. It could be culture. It could be anything. So we tend to follow all this from this institution. We used to believe that this is how our life should work. Like Mera Zindagi Aisa Hai. We used to feel like this is our life. This is how I will become. I should become, or this is what I have in my life. There's no world outside of it. This is how we used to believe. We used to think like that. That is why our motivation is like that only. When we're going to work on our motivation, it's going to grow. We're going to expand. But a lot of times, motivation does went there. Like for example, when I was young, my father used to influence me. He used to encourage me, study hard, so that you will become this way. So my motivation suddenly got increased. So I used to work really hard. But then he began to compare me with others, because the more you will compare others with your own self, there will be someone who will be better than me. Because of which my motivation decreased, because I cannot be suddenly within a couple of years I cannot be like Cristiano Ronaldo if I want to be a footballer, or if I want to be author. I cannot become like J.K. Rowling within a couple of years. She have worked really hard on that. So if I'm comparing myself, I'm making fool of myself, because I don't know how they work for it for many years. So think, when you're using your motivation, know this, that someone is also working hard like you. When you're comparing yourself, you're only decreasing your motivation. Number one point. Second point is that you don't know what is behind their motive, why they're working hard. You don't know. So stop comparing yourself. Bring up your own motivation, more points that why you want to get it, or for reason your why, increase your why. That's the second point. That way you will increase your motivation. It's okay to be following the, I'm not saying that don't follow the institution that your society has meant. Sometimes we have to, we have to follow it. But sometimes we have to question whether it will be good for us or not. Like for instance, Steve Jobs said that go for it after your passion. Because when you love what you do, you forget everything that's surrounding you. But when you are forced to do certain things that you don't love, you don't feel motivated. So start searching the things that you love to do, and and start getting motivated by doing that things. The one of the now here's a difficult point. Sometimes motivation cannot be. Sometimes we cannot. It's hard to motivate ourselves. So what do you do then? Remember this, that you are sacrificing your today for tomorrow. There is a World War II. There was a quote that is very popular. It's written in the Kohima War Memorial. Tomorrow we gave out today. It means that so that you live your life better tomorrow, so that we give our life today. So think about this. You are sacrificing your life, your time, your energy for tomorrow. I'm making this video so that you live your better life. So I'm sacrificing my time, energy, and all other things so that you get a value out of this video. So I'm giving my today for your better tomorrow. Think about this. You are sacrificing today for tomorrow. There's one quote by Muhammad Ali. He used to say, I used to hate every minute of the exercise. And I used to say, live, sacrifice today, and the rest of the life, live your life as a champion. So think about this. You are sacrificing today for tomorrow. Yes, environment plays a great role. It also depends on how you're living, how your lifestyles are. Whether it's motivating, your friend circle determines your whether motivation, whether it is empowering you, whether it is they are decreasing your motivation. Everything determines. It's not only these institutions which I've told, like religion, culture, they also determine your motivation, because they directly or indirectly influence your mindset. And not only that, there are institutions like a society and other things like friend circle, which I mentioned in friend circle a little bit while ago. Friend circles, your lifestyle, your everything. So now the second point is eating habit. This is one of the most important. I used to think how Elon Musk is able to achieve so many his ambitious goal, and one of the main reason is not how did he get motivated, from where this motivation are coming, because motivation doesn't last, as I told you earlier. So how he is expanding, able to do all these things. The first is that eating habit. What you are eating is your Sadhguru once said that in one of his videos is that if any food that you are eating is becoming part of your body. So if I am putting junk food in my body, I am destroying my health. So I am not getting motivated. When you eat certain foods which are very contain high amount of sugar, you don't feel like motivated. So motivation has to do with the food also. There are certain times when you eat heavy food, then you don't feel like motivated to do, because it has to do with the motivation. I guess you have felt that one. Sometimes you eat so many food and then suddenly you don't feel like doing anything. So remember this: what you are eating is directly contributing directly contributing to your result, your end goal. So remember this. So eat those food that's good for your health. Get rid of all those foods that's not good. In one of the video I saw Elon Musk was eating like salad and fruits. So that triggered in my mind, like he was not eating like he was basically vegetable food. I could clearly see he was vegetable food. This reminds me that this keeps him energetic throughout the day. He was not going after junk food or high content, high sugar content foods. So he was that way he was able to motivating himself by that food. So do a research that's suitable to you. I don't know what food you like, just to go and test it out. Maybe it could be a vegetable, it could be anything. Third number point, that is activity. Now if you look at the lifestyle of the any billionaire or millionaire, their lifestyle a little bit different. What they do is that first in the morning they do journaling, they do meditation, they do read some affirmation. It's very simple, but this increase their motivation throughout the day, because they are in the morning they are telling their brain that these are the things that I want to achieve in my life. So it is said that in the morning our mind becomes fresh, and one of the good things about waking up early is that there is no much noise outgoing in the surrounding areas. It's very quiet because no one is, there's no much cars and so it's very quiet, so it's fresh in the morning. Our brain also become fresh, so that way we can work on our goals. That is the one of the important thing about the morning. That's why people, successful people say the morning is the one of the most important hour of the day. Even Robin Sharma is very much giving very importance to this morning ritual, like Taiwan Club. So when you are in the morning, when you are working hard on yourself, when you are telling yourself to telling your the goals, when you're telling your goals in the morning, it's stuck in your mind, like, oh, I have to achieve this. Now even if you don't feel like motivated, brain will trigger that goals in your mind that I have to achieve this. I cannot sleep now, I cannot go and rest now. This is how your brain will work. This is how you will feel motivated. I've been seeing this paratroopers training. In that video I have seen the training to be a very special force. You have to work really hard. First thing, the main goal of the instructor, especially I've seen the Indian Army in special force from Indian training, that their instructions say that their first main goal is breaking every cadre's mindset. They want to test their motivation, how far they are willing to go. It's very tough and it's very difficult training. You can see the video and you can understand how difficult the training is. It's not easy to be a special force, part of a special force. And what they do is that they try to break each and every cadre's mindset by doing, like, they are not able to sleep in for full 8 hours, or they only given 3 hours or 4 hours, which is very less compared to normal sleeping hours. So they try to every ways to break them, but out of them like 10 or 12 cadres, like 200 or 300 candidate, 12 or 13 people managed to take the special base of special force. So now I have already told you in the video that you can increase your motivation. These are the techniques that you can use to increase your motivation. Now it will not be easy in the first, nothing is easy, but if you work hard, but if you believe in yourself, everything is possible. Just don't give up. The bonus point that I would like to say before I conclude the video is that don't give up. That's the first point. If you keep trying, one day you will achieve it. Yeah, it will be hard. It's really hard because you are going against your mindset. You are all programming. You're telling your mind not to do that. Your mind will always go after those things that are what to say. It will go after those things that mind feel like more important or unnecessary things, because you are going against, you're trying to control your emotion, and a lot of times it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. Okay, I hope this video will help you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.